Ubisoft, the visionaries behind Assassin's Creed but first-person shooter, Assassin's Creed but military shooter, Assassin's Creed but edgy hacker simulator, Assassin's Creed but boats, and of course, how can we forget, Assassin's Creed but in space. But more recently are known for their disastrous foray into NFT gaming. Champion Tactics Grimoria Chronicles. Now, this game barely got any coverage outside of being mocked by the wider gaming community, so I guess it's safe to say this venture didn't do so well. Now, what happened after this? Well, Ubisoft called it quits on NFTs, they learned their lesson and moved back to making actual video games. A AAA gaming studio learning from their mistakes? What are you, stupid? No. Unfortunately, that's not what happened. Ubisoft, instead, in their infinite wisdom, decided to go the opposite direction and double down on NFTs. That's right, they made another one. Cue the intro. Welcome to a series where I play NFT games so you don't have to. So kick back, relax, and enjoy the show. This is the worst NFT game ? Today, we're going to be playing Ubisoft's second pathetic attempt at making NFTs and gaming work. And that game is... Sorry, just wanted to jump in here. Hey, last time we talked I had around 300 subs, and now we've doubled that and are now at 600 plus. Thank you all so much. Honestly, I never expected to hit triple digits before the end of the year. Yeah, my expectations were pretty low, but you guys absolutely smashed it. So, from the bottom of my NFT hating heart, thank you so much for supporting me. Anyways, let's get back to the video. Captain Laserhawk, the G.A.M.E. Man, just look at how they massacred my boy. You know, when we asked for a new Rayman game, this is not what we meant. Captain Laserhawk, the game, is based off of Ubisoft's Netflix TV series of the same name. I personally have never watched it, but you may have heard of it, or at least seen the pictures of Rayman taking powdered substances and eating sushi off of a naked cow. Never thought I'd have to say that, but here we are. The show apparently did pretty good, scoring a 7 out of 10 on IMDb and 89% on Rotten Tomatoes. So naturally, the next logical step would be to make an NFT game? What? I'm unclear on the logic in how we got here. Captain Laserhawk the game is an NFT multiplayer arena shooter. Daring today, aren't we? And of course is still in early access. This also is apparently the first game that gives power of decision to players. First of all, what? Second of all, huh? I'm not entirely sure what any of that means. Do they mean player choice in a video game? There are a lot of those, see the entire RPG genre, or do they mean the design philosophy, which I hope is not just another way of dumping the responsibility onto the players and hiding behind any form of criticisms with, well, this is what the players decided on. Because I guarantee you, NFT enthusiasts are not the best group of people to consult on anything gaming or storytelling. Now, this game is going to be free to play, and by that I mean currently it is not. In order to get in on the early access, you need to be a holder of one of their Citizenship ID NFTs. And let's take a quick look at them. They minted 10,000 of these AI-generated cards, which they proudly state on their description. And of course, look incredibly similar to each other. They have an entire Ubisoft library of IPs, and not a single one was used here. Just generic robots. They range from about $10 to as high as 4 million, 170k, 100k, you get the idea. Welcome to the world of NFTs. According to the cards themselves, they'll unlock exclusive perks to votes and content, which I'm sure will be implemented sometime in the future. You need one of these to actually play in the early access, but apparently when the full game comes out, you won't, because this is a free-to-play game, right? Yeah, well, we'll get to that. Also, since there's only 10,000 minted, that means there is a maximum of 10,000 players, assuming no one has multiple, which is such a terrible decision. It's early access. You want people to play your game to give you feedback. That's one of the major points of early access. And before you say anything, yes, that does mean I bought one of these stupid NFTs. And let me just say, when I clicked that buy button, I was hit with a wave of shame, like I had disappointed my entire lineage. You mean to tell me there are people out there with collections of this stuff? How do they deal with the shame, the embarrassment? Anyways, that's their NFTs and currently the way to access the game. Now, back to their website, my first impressions on the pictures is that it looks terrible. It looks like a Flash game from the early 2000s, and they barely describe the game too, just calling it visceral and fast-paced. Buzzwords that tell us absolutely nothing. But they do claim that the game is true free-to-play and not pay-to-win. While I can see it being a purely skill-based game, I'm gonna go ahead and disprove the true free-to-play claim right now. On their FAQs, under perks of holding a Citizen ID card, you get your typical perks, claim exclusive items, early access voting power, etc. But one line is more than enough to remove any free-to-play claims, and it's this one: ability to earn in-game currency and rewards. Yeah, not cryptocurrency or anything, just straight up in-game currency, meaning in order to get even the basic currency, you have to buy an NFT ID card. True free-to-play? My ass. Imagine, if you will, playing Warframe, an actual true free-to-play game, and credits, which is just money, was locked behind needing to buy an NFT first. This is what Captain Laserhawk, the G.A.M.E is doing. Unbelievable. What a fucking joke. So yeah, this game is free to play only in the most technical and basic sense. Yeah, you can launch and play the game for free, but unless this is the absolute best game ever, what incentive do you have to play this game? Cosmetics, new characters, weapons? You can't get them without paying. This might have been acceptable decades ago, but we live in a time with games like Call of Duty Warzone, Apex Legends, League of Legends. There's a lot of competition and none of them need you to interact with crypto. Hell, you could probably find a better game on Roblox. There's probably more stuff to talk about, but this is getting long-winded, and who knows, maybe this is a good game. So let's get in there and play Captain Laserhawk and see if my $10 purchase was worth it. But I have a feeling that I probably just got scammed though. Right from the beginning, we get a typical warning that this game is still in early access and is not content complete, with bugs and performance issues. Right, I'll be sure to keep that in mind. In the main menu, we get to see our basic character in all its low poly glory. And I'll give it to him, it doesn't look too bad. The retro aesthetic is pretty appealing to me, at least. But let's explore our options. First, we have the locker, where we can see our cosmetics. We have outfits, which they're just oh so kind to give us a whole two right from the get-go, which are the colors blue and pink. Thank you, Ubisoft, for not charging me $20 for the colors blue and pink. How very generous of you. Next, we have the laser gun, victory pose, and blood color, all of which we get one each. And that's pretty much it for the locker. Oh, and if you're wondering what exclusive benefit I got for owning an NFT is, here, let me show you. I get an exclusive display picture to show to the whole world that yes, I did waste money on an NFT, and yes, I do feel intense humiliation. Thanks for asking. I suppose NFT bros are just into that, I guess. Anyways, next we have the shop, and this looks like any other shop, you know, where you can get currency to purchase cosmetics. They even have an outfit generator where you can craft a unique outfit, but I'm gonna assume it's just random pieces of cosmetics from Ubisoft's other IPs, a mishmash of different outfit styles. I'm sure they'll look fine. Now of course, these items are time limited, but if you look real closely, every item is also stock limited, which I assume, once they run out, you can never get them again. Why? These digital items are infinitely reproducible. They don't take any manpower to duplicate them, so why limit them? Even with their tiny player cap of 10,000 players, only a fraction of them can get these items. What a stupid design choice. With that said, barely any have been bought, so that's either a good thing or a bad thing, depending on how you look at it. I'm just surprised they managed to make a worse store. It takes a certain talent to come up with truly terrible implementations of existing mechanics. FOMO on both time and quantity. What will they think of next? Finally, we have a battle pass, because of course. And since this is only available to NFT holders, remember, non-holders can't earn in-game rewards, this battle pass is essentially paid. No free-to-plays allowed. The battle pass, however, answers the question as to why the store is quantity limited, because these items can be minted and turned into NFTs. The emotes, blood color, skin, all of it, turned into NFTs for some reason. Someone tell me again why NFTs are good for gaming? I'm seriously drawing a blank here. Alright, well with all that said, let's finally play the game. We got deathmatch and team deathmatch. That's it. You know, when they said they were not content complete, I didn't think they actually meant content starved. There's nothing here, but let's queue. We'll go with TDM, so hopefully people can carry me. We got a 20-second wait time, that's pretty good. I'm sure totally real players are playing this game. Our tutorial is given to us in the form of a loading screen. Hope you're fast at reading, not that it matters since controls are incredibly simple. But just before I get into the match, I get a connection lost error. Okay, but I'm still in the match. I can still play, but this message is now stuck on my screen. Finally, I get the full error code, and I cannot click it because my mouse cursor is currently locked as the gun reticule in the match that I'm still currently playing in spite of this error. What the actual fuck? I hard quit the game and try again. This time going with just normal deathmatch. And look at that, a 20-second timer. Wow, so many players are playing this game, huh? I get another error, but the game at least has the courtesy to not put me in the match, so I still have access to my cursor. Third time's the charm, and I finally get into the game. Alright, so we got basic WASD movement, left click to shoot, right click to dodge, and that's it. It feels and plays like a flash game, but shooting has a second delay when firing, so it actually feels worse than a flash game. The moment you click, you stop for a second and then fire. Also, it's a one-shot kill. There are chests around the map where if you stand on them for a second, you get an item. It can be a plasma shield or a shotgun. At least those are the only two I've gotten. Shotgun is pretty OP with a huge cone as its range. It still has a second firing timer as well as it being a one-shot kill, so barely any difference from the regular gun. This is the entire game, by the way. I paid 10 American freedom dollars for this. I live in Australia. That's like $100 dues. This sucks. This is not a game. This is a mini game you find in an actual video game. Anyways, fast forward and I won the match against these totally real players. I get battle pass experience, some currency, and that's it. That's everything. The whole shebang. Right. Let me finish the gameplay portion with a fitting ending. I try to make a private match and error. Something went wrong. Please check your connection and restart the game. Well, I'll tell you what went wrong. This whole fucking game. Ubisoft, I highly suggest that you check your connection because I'm not entirely sure you're all still there. Alright, let's get to my impressions. Well, you all saw the footage, right? What exactly is there to say about this game? I'm not going to waste any more of your time like this game wasted mine and go straight to the verdict. I give this game a 100% certified quadruple A Ubisoft experience. This is frankly unbelievable. What the hell is going on with Ubisoft? Why does this game exist? Does this game exist? I'm thinking this is all just a fever dream. There was barely any fanfare or marketing for this game. I don't even know how I stumbled on it, but I see now why they didn't bother marketing it. Because this is a terrible game. Even more so since it's made by a proper, well-established AAA studio. This isn't some one-time thing either. I mean, I'll give it this. Captain Laserhawk has more gameplay than Champion Tactics, but that's not exactly a high bar to clear. It was just an auto battler after all. But this is Ubisoft's second and hopefully final attempt at an NFT game. Please, just give up. It's never gonna happen, Ubisoft. Just stick to your one and only Assassin's Creed franchise. Please, I'm begging you. However, I'm sure they've totally learned their lesson from all of this and will move away from NFTs from here on out, right? Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly how this is gonna play out. Anyways, that's the end of the video and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya!